Hello, friends. Hope you all will be fine with the grace of Allah Ta'ala. And I am really new to this YouTube channel, and I'm going to start my new YouTube video with the topic science and my chapter name. And my um, channel name is all about science. So, friends, in my channel, I'm going to just tell you about science facts and science about science. So, let's begin with this. So, what is science? So, friends, science is the nature of study of structure and behavior of the physical and natural world. Whatever daily life is, though included in science. Whatever, even a single thing, if we do our breakfast or we do our or we brush our teeth, these things are also included in science. So after science, the branches of science arrives in our mind. So there are many branches of science which we cannot even count because they are infinite. But guys, some main branches are also there, which you people also know, and you've studied in your past, and you are even though studying right now in your schools and everywhere. And these are, you people know very well. Number one is physics, then biology, and then chemistry. So after listening physics, what is physics? Oh, physics. So physics is the branch of science which observes the nature, represents it mathematically, and conclude with the experiment. So friends, in a Greek word, it is known as physicus, and its meaning is the knowledge of nature. We can take the example of our daily life in this also, as we are doing anything in our surrounding is included in physics. Even though we walk is known as physical exercise, and we do any exercise is known as physical exercise, so this is also included in physics because it is having we are using our force, and even though we are the example of physics because we are having mass, weight, and all these things, okay? Second one is biology. So what is biology, guys? It is the study of living organisms, microorganisms, macro microorganisms, and etc. Well, biology is the vast subject, so I'm not going to explore it right now. So then, chemistry. Chemistry is the study of elements, compounds, mixtures, atoms, elements, and protons, electrons, and many more things. It is also a vast subject, so I'm going to leave right now. And from these three, I'm going to choose physics. And today, the topic I'm going to tell you is regarding to physics subject. And so let's get with our video. So friends, physical quantities and measurements. So what comes in your mind after listening physical quantities and measurements? So friends, what is a physical quantity? Physical quantity is a quantity is a physical property of a phenomena, body, or a substance that can be quantified by measurement. Okay, and these physical quantities we cannot explain them by other physical quantities, and these physical quantities are known as fundamental physical quantities. Hope you understand this topic. Okay, and physical means to balance something. It works on the force. It works on balancing force. So physical means balancing something. So over here, I'm giving you an example of physical balance also, and you can see over here, it is also included in physical balance. And you know what? Physical quantities are unitless, and such as elastic, modulus, plane angle, and solid angle. So, and you know what? The notion of physical dimension of a physical quantity was introduced by whom? It was introduced by Joseph Fourier in 1822. So, I hope you understand this topic. So, let's move forward. In the future, I think you can identify what is on the screen. Yeah, this is the first one is burning caliper, the digital one, and the second one is micrometer screw gauge. So friends, what does vernier caliper means? What does vernier caliper means? So guys, vernier caliper is a precision instrument. Vernier caliper is a precision instrument that can be used to measure internal and external distances very much accurate. And you know what? It has both an imperial and metric scale. You can see in the figure very well that over here is having a metric scale and an imperial scale over its starting over its stop. So friends, next one is micrometer screw gauge. Micrometer screw gauge is extensively used in engineering, and micrometer screw gauge can be even measure dimensions smaller than those measured by a vernier caliper. So it can measure all those things. So friends, over here you can see the imperial scale and the metric scale. So the next one is our micrometer screw gauge. Here it is. And what is micrometer screw gauge? I've told you earlier that it is an instrument that can measure smaller dimensions than those measured by a vernier caliper. That means that we can measure smallest, even the smallest thing by screw gauge. And we can take the example of bead, which bead, and we can put it inside between the anvil and spindle, and we can measure its dimension also. So inshallah, in the next video I'm going to tell you that how to measure the vernier caliper and the micrometer screw gauge. So let's get to our next topic, and guess what it would be? What is an electronic balance? Oh wow, what is that? So friends, after hearing electronic balance, something would came definitely in your mind, and that is that it is an electronic instrument that works on the principles of balancing forces, and it is the digital mass meter. And this instrument is configured with integrated circuits, and it works on the principles of balancing forces. So over over the top of this instrument, you can see in the figure down, right over here we can put any of the object and can measure its mass very properly. So the next one is, and the electronic balance is available in different ranges of measurements such as microgram, milligram, and kilogram, etc. We can measure it any gram. Okay, so now move to our next topic. I hope you understand this topic a lot, and move to our next topic, and that is oops. So friends, next one is you can see on the screen that this is a stopwatch. Okay, and what's the another one? So this one is the digital one. So what this one is called? This one is called as mechanical stopwatch. So friends, do you know about do you know the difference between the mechanical stopwatch and the digital stopwatch? So let me tell you that mechanical stopwatch can measure a time interval up to 0.1 second. Let me tell you by writing over here 0.1 second. And while digital stopwatch, this one measures up to 0.01 seconds. So guys, okay, so the mechanical stopwatch is having a knob at its upper side. You can see over here, and it is used to wind the spring that powers the watch. It whenever we want to use it, we do have to put it up, and it will start. And whenever we want to stop it, just reset its button, whichever it sides, and this is how it works. So the second one is digital one, and you know how are we going to use the digital one? Everyone knows well. So digital stopwatch, as I've told you earlier, that it measures the time interval up to 0.01 seconds, and it starts to indicate the time lapsed as the start or stop button is pressed. As you all know this thing, it's quite simple how to use the digital one, because as compared to the mechanical one, because in mechanical one people sometimes just be confused a little bit, but digital one is a quite good one. If whenever we want to stop it, we just press a button, and whenever we want to start it, we just press a button. So, and even though nowadays almost we do not need any type of these types of devices in our hands, because we are already having a portable device with us, by which we can message, call, and talk to our friends, and everyone, and that is our cell phones, obviously. So these devices are having our cell phones, tablets, and every device is having, even though stopwatches. So if it would be very 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 much easy for we people to calculate or to do whatever we want to do with the stopwatch functions. So the last topic is human reaction time. I think a question comes to your mind: what is a human reaction time? How can we calculate a human reaction time? Because human reaction are just like feelings of a human, but how are we going to calculate them or measure them? So as analog or digital or watch, our wristwatch is operated by human memory. We people operate these types of watches and these types of devices, and they have to be started or stopped by hand, obviously. So this causes a random error in the measurement of time, and this random error in the measurement of time is known as human reaction time. For most people, human reaction time is about zero point 0.3 to 0.5 seconds. Therefore, for more accurate or for more perfect measurement of time intervals, light gates can be used. Light gates, you know what? These are path where from where cars goes, and you might have seen them on the bridges or something like that. So guys, hope you would have understand these topics, and inshallah my next video I'm definitely going to tell you about you people about how to measure vernier caliper and micrometer screw gauge. And friends, one more thing, that this was my first video, so sorry for the double S of the voice if there is, and background voices, and some notifications or something like that, as it was my first video, so just ignore it, okay? And please like and subscribe my video. Hope you enjoy it very well.